This video is for entertainment purposes only. What's going on, y'all? Hey, how y'all doing? Hey. Hello. 919 Bobo, what's going on? Greetings. Hey. Ooh, I got something to show y'all today, honey. Philly's in the building. Okay, now. 2,600 bands. Now, you just saw me on live a couple of days ago, like 2 days ago, talking about it's been a while. Hey, Suave 20, how you doing? Top of the horizon. That's why they had that fog thick out here. Listen, yes, I've been good. Listen, I'm about to show y'all this thing. And it's on the front page of my Instagram. So make sure you go and take a look at the video on my Instagram. It's a post before this live. Okay? Rod Watson, what's going on? Thank you for the compliment, baby. I appreciate you. Hey, Nancy. Hey. How y'all doing? Okay. So I had to get on here because when I saw this video, I had to post this thing. I wasn't on here, I'm telling you. But you was? I thought you was on the live. I thought I addressed you on that live. Man, this is the clouds even thick here in Chicago. Where was the video taken? In Dallas, Texas. It even says it right on the video. Go look at the video. You'll see it. Good to see you. But I know you're ready to blow my wig back, so let me get ready. Lock in. Ready for you to drop the jewels. Okay. Hey, Rod, you want to hear something funny? I didn't realize your name was Rodriguez. So I thought that was so funny. Because I was looking at your name like, wait, Rod Watson? So that's why I responded to you in that way, because I didn't realize that was you. I had to go back and relook at the name again, and I was like, wait a minute. You sick with the flu? Okay. Dallas, that's a little close. Oh, listen. But listen, it was already it was seen in other places across the United States as well. But Cali hasn't been able to see it. Washington State hasn't been able to see it. And the other states hasn't been able to see it because they've been spraying so heavy they didn't want people to see it. Okay? So I got a couple. This is so crazy that this is actually coming up on my algorithm. Like, this is so crazy. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. But let me just show you this video, just in case you didn't get a chance to see it. I'm going to show you a little bit of it. You're going to have to go to the front page of my Instagram to see it. Also, for those who are watching this live, make sure you log on to my website, isiswisdom.com. And also for those of you who are watching this video on my YouTube channel, make sure you check me up over at isiswisdom.com, baby. Okay? Make sure you like, subscribe. And also for those that are here on my Instagram, try to forward out this video to as many people as possible, as well as the video of Nibiru that I put up. That thing's already got 1,000 views, or past 1,000 views on it already, and I just posted that thing. Okay? So make sure that you guys repost it and send it out. Okay? But let me see if I can get y'all to see this. There it is. You're going to see the guy direct to the sun. Shit's crazy. Yes, I'm going to say it live, baby. And I actually found the music for this. And the song is from a group called Nibiru, which is crazy. This is in Dallas, Texas. So this is what they've been hiding, y'all. I just did a live about this, and I've been telling y'all they've been hiding some stuff in the sky. Okay? They're hiding. Look at all that spraying. You're going to see him show the sun as well. Make sure you guys go check it out on my Instagram so you can see it clearer. What do you mean bigger? I'm going to explain some things to you about this thing, okay? Make sure y'all go see it on the front because the phone isn't doing it any justice. Make sure y'all go and actually see it on the actual Instagram page, the video before this live. And yeah, Nibiru is here, okay? Now, let me just explain a couple things to you right now first, all right? This is so crazy to me because I channeled Nibiru yesterday. Okay, now let me explain something to y'all. Celestial bodies can also be people's aspects. Okay? Celestial bodies can be people's aspect. And so what happened was I was having a conversation with someone and I got a hit about Nibiru. And when I got the hit about Nibiru, I called Nibiru forth. Now, this isn't my first time talking to Nibiru. I've spoken to Nibiru a couple times before. I just haven't spoken to Nibiru in a couple of years, okay? But I got this hit, and that's what made me call Nibiru in, and we had a conversation. And this is what I want to explain some things to you guys about this planet, okay? Because I'm like, I've been feeling the presence of Nibiru for a little while now. Now, if you are operating on a certain frequency, you're going to be able to see these things. So whoever it was that filmed this clearly is operating on a certain kind of frequency for them to be able to catch that in Dallas, Texas. But I want to give you some insight. And it's funny because a major shift just took place because as we went into the winter solstice. Last week was the direct alignment of the winter solstice. It started last week. It started last week. Okay? But we went through a major planetary shift. And I don't know if you guys felt that, but I know I've been going through the ascension symptoms, the body aches and pains, the whole nine. Okay? Now, this is so I'm on here because I'm very excited. So I just jumped on here out of excitement because when I saw this on my algorithm, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Because Nibiru said that she was going to show herself. Okay? So there she is. And I'm just like, what? So that's why I'm like kind of geeked up. But Nibiru explained to me that she's actually been around for the past couple of years. And she's been showing herself here and there, but now she's got to go to start, showing herself even more. Is that my lips? Oh, okay. I thought that was foam or something. What the hell going on? Okay. So let me do this here because it looks funny in the camera. Nah, it's just my lips. It's just okay. All right. So we're talking about Nibiru, baby. The ship. No, you wasn't tripping. No, you wasn't tripping. Yeah, it's a lip gloss. I thought it was something else because it looks crazy to me in the light. But okay, listen. So Nibiru proceeds to explain to me that she now has the clearance to start showing herself more. And so she's going to start showing herself a lot more. Nibiru has the ability to shrink herself to the size of a grain of sand, put herself at a medium space, make herself the size that I just showed you here on the video, which you're going to see on the Instagram video before this post. And she also has the ability to expand herself out. Now, the reason why that they're spraying so heavy, I want you guys to understand what's going on here. The reason why and it's not just Nibiru that you're going to see. You're going to see more planetary bodies. This is just the beginning. I told you guys this last year that there's going to be a lot of planetary bodies that's going to be seen in the skies as well as the suns. It's going to start off with the suns first. Okay? Olodumare already told me that he was going to start calling in his sons. And I mean that literally, the suns. Okay? So you're going to see more suns in the sky. There was another video that Conscious Juice put up on his Instagram where you saw our sun, then another sun, and then another planetary body that was sitting to the left of it. Okay? So you're going to start seeing more and more anomalies in the sky, but these are technically planetary bodies. This is what they're trying to hide. They don't want anybody to see this. Why? Because if you guys come into a full realization that that planet is in the sky, guess what? All world governments lose complete control. And it is a direct message to the world governments, your time is up. This is why they're spraying so heavily in the skies. They don't want you to see all the activity that is taking place in the skies. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing that they can do to stop it. Okay? Now, Nibiru will show up in one side of the sky and can show up and go to the other side of the sky. It can show up in one part of the hemisphere and show up in another part of the hemisphere. It can show whatever land it wants to. It can move any way that it wants to. So I don't want you guys are going to kind of have to expand your mind a little bit more, and you're going to have to go past what science, their version of science, have taught us. Okay? They didn't tell us that these planetary bodies had the ability to communicate. They didn't tell us that these planetary bodies has the ability to move around from one side of the hemisphere to the next. They didn't tell us any of this stuff. Okay? They kept us dumbed down and stupid. So now, we had a conversation yesterday. She said she was going to make her appearance, and here it is. That's why I'm like bugging the hell out right now, like super bugging. Okay? Colorado this month reached a high record temperature for the month of December. Yes, and I got some peoples out there that live in Colorado too, and they were telling me about the weather out there. I've been seeing heavy spraying in the sky. You're going to continue. Any time that you see heavy sprayings in the skies, it's because they don't want you to see what's up there. Because there's a lot going on. It isn't just Nibiru in the skies up there, guys. It's other planetary bodies that are showing themselves. So they're like, okay, we can't have this going on. See, we were only told about Nibiru making its appearance. We weren't told about all the other planets that's going to be making its appearance. Okay? It's 70 degrees in ATL. Nice. So what I seen the other day in the clouds right beside the sun was Nibiru. Yes, baby. Yes. And for those of you that have your hearing on, and for those of you that have your sight on, because some of you guys do have your hearing on. I know this for a fact because when I did that timeline, every time I do an event and you guys, whoever's participating in my stuff, Y'all be telling me stuff you're seeing. Y'all be telling me stuff that you're hearing. So I know your gifts are online, okay? For some of y'all. Start talking to Nemesis. Start talking to the sun. Okay? Start having a conversation with Nemesis. So he can tell you what he's about to do as far as the judgment over to Mary. Ask Nemesis how many of his brothers are going to show up. Because that's about to go down. And now Nibiru has made its debut. So you know what that means. That's a direct message that the time is up. Ooh, wee. That is correct. My ears have been ringing like crazy. Both are ringing simultaneously for 2 to 3 minutes. That means something is too close to your auric field. Now, if it's ringing on the, now you need to get 2,600 bands. You need to get my my mediumship course where I show you how to set up your protections, so you know how to discern between something nefarious and something positive or something neutral communicating to you. Okay, you need to set that up. My ears have been ringing like, okay, my kids and I talk to Mr. Sun daily. I've been talking to the sun recently, getting codes. Dope. A lot of sightings in Florida, if you're lying to see it, third eye included. I got photos clear as day of the binary system of the Los Angeles coast. They've been around for sure. Boom, born to be great. Love that name too, baby. I can say anything, but I'm excited. I can't say anything, but I'm excited. Just log on. What's happening? Aaron, Nibiru just made her debut. Go look at my video I posted on the front page of my Instagram, and you're gonna see what's going on. Now, I want you guys to think about all the weather anomalies that's taking place right now all over the world. This should give you guys some insight. Now, Gaia said that she was bringing correction. I talked to Gaia. She told me she was bringing correction. Okay? A lot of correction has to come to the United States. There's a lot of people that have lands that should not have lands. There's a lot of people that built over top of old burial graves that should have never done so. So there's a lot of flooding that's taking place, and that's going to continue. I don't know if you guys saw the flooding that took place out in California. I think it was Christmas Day, but that looked crazy. So you guys got to make sure you go and you look for those videos, because there's a lot of flooding that is taking place. Remember, water represents cleansing. Okay? And they start going back and talking to the sun. Boom. Our sun gaze every change. I had a bunch of glasses break yesterday around my whole... What? Is this why my sleep's been hella off? Yes. I seen some purple beings in my room last night. They look like geckos in the face. Geckos? Did you address them at Queen Shumi? There was a bill to cease a spraying here in Florida, but it's not being honored. They don't listen. They're not going to listen to nothing right now. I'm telling y'all right now. With the Bureau, they're not going to listen to nothing right now. I want you guys to understand. The video that's being shown has a lot of spray coverage over it. So what it does is it plays on the psyche of the people, right? But imagine if none of that stuff was there and you can see that it's plain as day. They're losing control. Okay? Ma, what were those shooting objects in the sky? I didn't see any shooting objects in the sky. You're going to have to give me some insight. I just seen it and know she was live. I had a dream about it. You was there. Money Goat. What up? The grid is all right, listen. You're asking the question. You said, I know it's currently happening, but when will the grid completely flip back? You have to understand that is a gradual process. That can't be something that happens overnight, because it'll cause a state of shock, or for the beings on the planet, they're going to go into a state of shock. So that's something that's gradually happening right now, okay? Yes, I was supposed to be moving to Cali. Water, fire, earth, air. They coming together, bringing, reclaiming. That is correct. It was two of them. And I was like, who the F are y'all? I ain't got time for this right now. And asked SU to escort them out, and he did. That might have been your family, though. Sis, that might have been your starseed family. Then you should. I was going to say, because I didn't get anything nefarious from that. And I'm wondering if they were Octorians. You probably have an Octorian aspect, so your family probably rolled up on you. Sunny day. How do you know you're not in karma anymore? Ley line's been active and cleansed, and what started the invertedness to end. It's what started the invertedness to end. When it started raining out here in Oakland, California, it was like a bolt of thunder, and that shit was greenish. All right. So it could be, but you guys got to remember, and I've told you this many times over, before you start looking at anything outside of yourself, I'm going to need you guys to go inward. Because a lot of you guys want to be getting visitations from your star family. Okay? Remember, you have many, 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 many reincarnated lives. And those versions of you are still living. And whomever you were in those time periods are still who you are. So you have to remember, like my Anunnaki family be pulling up on me in a heartbeat. I mean, they ain't pulling up. Okay? Andromedans. Did they have wings? And Andromedans, they kind of look human, but they do. Some of them do have wings as far as Andromedans, but they're blue beings and not purple. My whole family was in a room and glasses fell out of the cabinet and I felt something left from the air. What is that in your background? Oh, you looking at the ancient Egyptians background? Yeah, I got that up there now, so I do live. I got my Egyptian people in the background. I saw a pink oval sun the other day and a vertical rainbow. Wow. All right, so listen, y'all. Let me give you guys a couple of messages that I want to relay to you all. Collective, I need you guys to really get on your healing right now, because Nibiru did tell me that as the collective chooses to heal, the more it will reveal itself, because you'll be ready to receive. But they don't want to scare anyone. Nibiru doesn't want to scare anyone or frighten anyone. When I had a conversation with Nibiru, I thought that was so interesting. Because I was like, man, I thought you was going to come up in here and Bogart and the planet was going to turn upside down. I mean, the way these folks out here was explaining it, they were scaring us half to death. And Nibiru said, that's not the way I'm coming. But I'm going to see, she said, you're going to see the way I'm coming. Well, that's the way Nibiru was coming. Okay? And you're going to continue to keep seeing her, making her appearances in and out, in and out, in and out. It's going to be a thing to where you guys get used to seeing Nibiru. Okay? It is designed this way so people can get accustomed to it and not freak out. Because how would you like to wake up one day and see this thing literally on top of the earth, and then it's like covering like 3/4 of the earth? That would scare the crap out of you, right? People would die and have heart attacks and all types of stuff. Who would want to go through that, right? Nibiru's not trying to scare everybody half to death, but Nibiru is going to make her presence known. You got to understand that, okay? But also, I need you guys to also take in consideration that the earth itself is vibrating in higher frequency. So in the process of Gaia vibrating in higher frequency, and she's vibrating faster and faster and faster and higher and higher and higher, and it's getting to the point to where a lot of people can't keep up with what's going on. So let me explain to you how this is what's going on right now. The alignment that took place, those who are operating on a certain frequency, a very high frequency, they're going to experience it first. Then the rest of the earth catches up. So we weren't even in the, well, I won't say we, because I was in the correct alignment because of the frequency and the dimension that I operate on. And I continue to jump timelines on a daily. However, the rest of the population, their suns and their moons and their stars are playing catch up to the things that are happening currently right now in real time. So remember when I said so above, so below? So as things are taking place, things are happening over here, everything else is catching up to that. So a lot of people have not been in the proper alignment that they should have been in. You're playing catch up to get into the proper alignment. Now, symptoms of this when this starts happening to you is that you are going to go through ascension symptoms, body aches and pains. You might feel some heaviness on your crown. You might feel, some of you guys might not feel the need to eat much. Some of you guys may only want to hydrate more. Some of you guys might just want to eat very little at all. Okay? It just depends. Everybody's different. Nobody's the same. Some of you guys may find yourself sleeping more than usual. Okay? Some of you guys might feel like you don't have enough energy. Some of you guys may feel like you have hella energy. Everybody's different. Okay? When I look up in the sky in my dream state, I see many enormous planetary bodies, all of them bright colors and colors I've never seen in my awake state. That is correct. And that's another thing that I wanted to also inform you guys. I told you guys last year you were going to start seeing a lot of rainbows. Well, that's all everybody's seeing now because I told you have to start getting used to this. Now, these fools are still spraying. They're going to do the best that they can to try to hold on to what they're trying to hold on to. So they're going to try their damnedest best to do everything they can and do everything in their power to try to bring your frequency down. They're going to put more division out there as hard as they can. They're gonna play games in the politics arena. They're gonna be hooping and hollering about wars. They're gonna be doing all types of stuff, but I'm gonna share something with you. The more that you heal and shift out your timelines, the less of that noise that you hear about. It'll get to a point to where you just don't hear or see anything at all. It just completely leaves your cipher all the way together, leaves your reality all together where you don't see or you don't hear anything. That's the space that you want to get to, where you just don't see and you don't hear anything. That's going to bring your frequency down. Now, that also means that there's going to be people that were making a lot of noise that's going to also leave out of your life too. And that's okay. But you want to get to a space where you're shifting your reality so much that none of that stuff matters to you anymore. You don't even hear it. You don't see it. You don't hear it. All you know is it's sunny blue skies. For me, it's sunny blue skies every day. And green grass. And beautiful rainbows. And beautiful oceans. And sandy white beaches. Like, that's really what it is for me. Because I don't live far from the ocean. And it's really sandy white beaches. Yeah, Ladeye, same here. And you know what's funny about that? It's been a lot of fruits for me. It's been a lot of fruits. Signs of synchronicity are more frequent if you're aware. That is correct. House of Aquarius. That is correct. My children and I don't eat much anymore, sleep, but with lots of energy. There you go. The lighter you become, the more you're going to see. That explains why I sleep so little but still have energy. You deserve it all. You helped us so much. Thank you, Sparkle. Now, for those of you who said that you're having a problem sleeping, I do want to share some information with you. I created a quantum system that you can actually download into your system that will actually assist you in getting your sleep back. So you guys, for those of you that are having a hard time sleeping, there's several different reasons why this could be occurring. One, if you're sleeping with any of these near your bed, if you're exposing your eyes to that blue light at night before you go to sleep, if you have Wi-Fi running before you go to sleep. They are also installing programs. There's also aspects that may be enemies to you that can install programs to prevent you from sleeping. So I do have a program, which is really dope, a quantum program. And the results I'm getting from individuals, because I've been guinea pigging so far, just basic with the family, because I haven't released it to the public yet. But I'm telling you, this program has been tripping me out. Now, each person responds to it differently. But what I'm seeing is that even stuff that was installed in them from previous lifetimes was becoming uninstalled and being removed out of their system. Okay, whatever was going on that was on their mind, that stuff was being cleared out in real time. Okay? So I got 2 quantum courses that's getting ready to come up. Live courses. And I'm also doing a ritual for the divine feminine, a specific protection ritual for the divine feminine women, goddesses. There's a specific protection ritual that I'm going to be doing that I'm offering specifically to them. Because this past year, there's been a lot of domestic violence. There has been a lot of women that have gotten killed, a lot of women that have been harmed, a lot of women that have been heavily disrespected, okay? A lot of women that's been ganged up on by their friends even killing them off by ganging up on them and things like that. So I've been doing some projects and some pieces and providing some things that I feel like that people actually need. So just like I did the timeline event, for those of you who are part of the timeline event that I did, which is very powerful, and for those of you who missed it that want to go through that experience, you can purchase it on accesswisdom.com. But also I'm going to start doing some things like this that's going to help the collective. Okay? So ladies, this ritual that I'm creating is specifically for you to protect yourself from predators, protect yourself from domestic violence, protect yourself from a lot of different things, okay? When I put this flyer up, I want you guys to get on it, and I want you guys to be involved in this because this is going to be very, very powerful. And once you get this protection placed on you, you're good, okay? But this is something I've been thinking about that I really want to do for the women. So I've been thinking about y'all heavy. Yes, elder artist. Okay. You're very interested in that? Okay, good. Okay? You're into your awareness and intuition. Trust your higher self. That is correct. Then I have a protection that's universal. Okay, so both men and women can get involved in that if they want to. But there's one specific one that I have specifically for the women that's it's going to stave off a lot of stuff for them. Okay. But I do have a universal one that I'm working on that both male and female can be a part of if they want to be a part of it. And then I have some other ones I'm going to be releasing very soon. Okay. So I'm really excited about this. Very, 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 very excited. It's not that. It's not. It's just, I thought the same thing. It's not. It's just the shininess. It's just the shininess. See? Let me do it like this. Okay, it's a lip gloss. I thought the same thing because I was like, what the hell is that? Well, no, it's not that. It's my lip gloss. No, it's my lip gloss, baby. It's the lighting. But now I can't. But then if I do this, then you're going to think I got some in my mouth. If I don't do it, then you don't see it. But then it's kind of dark. Oh, you're right. Lip gloss is popping. See? I told you, baby. I told you. It's how I'm going to let you go out like that. Nah. It's just that. You know, I'm in my goddess flow right now, babies. You know me. I be in my goddess flow. That's the first I caught you live. This is the first time? Well, hello, Miss Shirley. What a time to be alive. Hey, Monk next door. Hey, baby. Mr. Syncrosity, thank you, baby. Thank you. Girl, and listen here, April. And I just got these things done today, honey. I like these joints. I was like, ooh, these are pretty. Let me go ahead and try these joints out real quick. You smiling a lot today, baby. Yes, girl. Yes. This goddess is over here floating away, honey. Now, see, I don't know. I just feel like I got to cut my light back on because y'all just going to have to know this is lip gloss. You're so happy. I love it. Thank you, baby. I really appreciate it. Let me tell you something, man. I went through a deep down, like heavy spiritual cleansing of my entire soul, being in all those 5 different waters in Tulum. When I was in Tulum visiting, let me tell you something. Those cenotes in that ocean, let me tell y'all something about nature. I'm going to school y'all about something. If you guys should spend some good amount of time in nature. You're going to get naturally upgraded. You're going to jump timelines naturally just by spending time with nature. I'm trying to tell you, nature upgrade. Listen, Gaia will upgrade her children, babies. I'm trying to get in those natural waters and get the cleansing in those natural waters. I'm trying to tell you something here. There's something with that. Because see, now that this has happened, I'm like, okay, so I'm going to be planning my next nature retreat now. I'm like looking forward to participating and creating my next one. Now, I may do one where I invite everybody to come down to Mexico. How many of y'all want to come down to Mexico for a retreat? Now, you Negroes better know this. If I put an event like that together, heavy security and heavy checks on everybody. This is going to be a closed event. This is not open to the public, baby. Okay? So you will have to be approved to be at this event. Me. We out. Me. Y'all down for the retreat? I'm coming. Okay. Face said she wants to come. You coming, Face? You gonna come, Mama? I'm so unhappy because I'm in New York where I can't get the natural air. Yeah, that's whack. There's a treat I'm already attending in 2026. All good, baby. 10-4, what I need to do. Monk next door said what I need to do. Okay. All right, that's all I needed to know. That's all. Let me have a conversation with Source because I want to pick the right location of where we're going to do this retreat at because it's going to be dope. The last time I did a retreat was a couple of years ago in Puerto Vallarta. The best ever. The best ever. You down? So let's do the deposit so I can make yours too. Okay. Okay, House of Aquarius. I'm coming. I'm bringing 2 suitcases. Where can I rest my jaw? You crazy as hell. It's adult. No, you funny. Ain't no kids coming. Yeah, Puerto Vallarta is beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, you do. It's a break well deserved from y'all need to take a break away from America right now. But I'm going to hold y'all to it, though. I'm going to hold y'all to it. But I'm definitely going to get it together. As soon as you see that flyer hit for that retreat, it's going down. You got to be approved. If I go, I might just look for places to live. Shoot. Hey, I would if I was you. It's the hardest dog on the block. Go to 10. She could be security too. My little baby, she might be running around there. She might be running around. Shirley Dean, you can book a one-on-one session with me via isiswisdom.com, baby. Stay in shape for all occasions. I want you to know I love your energy. BRGFX, thank you. I ain't know Mexico was a part of the U.S. How you ain't know that? I mean, Mexico is its own country, but they're all connected. I mean, at one point in time, there wasn't even a border. There are some parts of the United States that used to be Mexico. At House of Aquarius, as long as they pay to register, as long as they paying, ain't nobody getting in there for no free. Peace Divine, this is the first time I cut a live with my kids here. They listen as well. Always a divine download from you. Showed them the video of Nibiru, always a glow from you. Thank you, baby. But I didn't, and not getting no response. But I didn't. You need to check the inbox on my website. That's Robert. If you send me a message on, listen, all of y'all, if you send me a message on isiswisdom.com, you have to check your inbox on the website. So when you logged on and you created an account, you have to log on via the website and look inside that inbox and you'll see my response to you. I'm grabbing 2026 by the wig. Peace, 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 beautiful family. Sunny outside. Yes. Shoot, I be texting you. Who be texting? You hoy. Hey! When's the last time you sent me a text? Send me a text right now. Chai Worldwide, thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Yeah. So this goddess is over here glowing, honey. No, but seriously, I just want to come on board. I wanted to share that piece of information with you guys. You got a text too. I know you be busy. I do, but I really do try to reach back out when I can. But y'all have no idea how busy. Listen, they got me booked up all the way to damn near March already. January's gone. All December was out of here. January's gone. February's gone. March, I'm already getting booked out already. But I got other staff members though. So don't let that discourage you. I got other staff members that I trained, okay, that can do the work as good as I do the work, okay? So don't let that deter you. I do have staff. I do have full-time staff. So if you need to book a service or you need some assistance, don't hesitate to book. Just understand the Isis Wisdom is busy. Someone said, I knew it was too hot and warm outside to be some winter. Seeing Nibiru made it make sense. Not only that, but all the weather anomalies that you see taking place around this entire planet. You guys also have to take that into consideration. The closer this planetary body gets and other planetary bodies get, the more you're going to see changes. Now you get tectonic plates moving and shifting. So you have to understand that There's a lot of changes and things like that going on. And I'm going to tell you something else, too. I think that there might be a split inside the United States coming. I don't know, fam. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just want to share that with y'all. Y'all need to be aware. If anybody's living along the Mississippi River, I don't know, fam. I think something going on there. I think there's something going on in that region. People are saying that they're feeling earthquakes. People are saying they're feeling earthquakes in different parts and areas that they shouldn't even be receiving earthquakes. So there's definitely ground movement that's taking place. Also, I just experienced where I live at a large sonic boom. And I was like, whoa, what the hell was that? Guy was like, that's me. Okay? Large energy bursts that are taking place. Okay? So I want you guys also to keep in mind about that if you're hearing large booms to the point to where it's shaking your whole house and you happen to run outside to see what's going on but you don't see anything. It's probably energy bursts from Gaia. So there's a lot of shaking and moving and rumbling and things like that. I'm going to let you know right now, California ain't looking too kosher. For those of you that live in California, especially anywhere near that coast, I'm going to say to you, you definitely better be tuning in with nature. You definitely better be tuning in with nature. Because I feel like there's going to be some type of split inside of California. And not a split like in the middle of California, split going this way, but like a split coming down California where it's like a piece of the land just going to come over here. And then you have the other part of California. So I feel like there's going to be something going on there. I heard a loud sound today, too. It caused a power outage for several hours. I live in California. The ground is splitting in California. Blowing the undergrounds up, too. Well, I don't think... Let me explain something to y'all. There are some man-made things that are taking place, but not nearly... They don't have the power to do what Gaia is doing right now. Okay? They don't have the power to do what Gaia is doing right now. Gaia is flooding out 4 states right now. I think it was it Washington State? One of them states up there had winds at 100 miles per hour, just came out of nowhere like 2 days ago. And you could just see the wind just blowing and gushing. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So it's all correction. And I told y'all judgment was coming to the United States. I've been telling y'all that for the longest. So wait till you see what happens to Texas next. See, I want you guys to peep something. It's hitting California. It's hitting Washington State. It's hitting Oregon. It's hitting Montana. Right? I want y'all to pay attention to where you see all these weather anomalies hitting. I want you to pay attention to where you see a lot of the racists live at. I want you to pay attention to that. I want you to pay very close attention to that. Because there's a lot of people that's losing their property, that's losing their lands. It wasn't theirs to begin with. But a lot of that stuff's being cleaned up. This ain't got nothing to do with the United States creating smart cities. And I told you this once before. This is what happens when you give more reverence to humanity than you do Mother Nature or do you do the planet itself. I keep telling y'all this. You guys are so busy giving power to anything out here man-made that the planet and nature has to remind you who she is. And she is the great mother. So every time that any of our originals start talking like that, she's going to remind you who she is. Allow me to remind you. Don't be disrespectful and give reverence to something that I birthed. Okay? Because I run the show from Gaia. She is restoring order. I told you correction was brought to Jamaica because there was a lot of stuff in Jamaica that was never talked about or put out there in the public. That was correction. I told y'all this already. And I know that they were planning on building a smart city and all that out there. Let's see if they're really going to build that smart city out there. Let's see these investors put their money up and see if that's a wise decision, if that's really what they want to do. Let's see if they're going to really do that. Because it's going to get to a point to where people are going to start pulling their money out and be like, you know, I don't know if I want to, like they did in Acapulco. Here's an example of what they did down in Acapulco. And I knew why they were doing it down there. Acapulco, Mexico. They kept messing with the indigenous tribes down there. The Spaniards kept messing with those indigenous people down there. Making fun of them, taking over their lands, building on their lands and things like that. Talking crazy to them people. And then what happened? A hurricane came and wiped all that shit out. And then when they called themselves trying to rebuild it back again, another hurricane came and wiped all that shit out. Then they tried to do it again. Another hurricane came and wiped all that shit out. I think they're getting the message now. There's going to be a lot of tearing down. A lot of people are going to think that they're on top, and you're going to see their houses come crumbling down. Their houses floating away. People that are not supposed to be on this land, make no mistake, will get off this land one way or another. Shirley Dean, that ain't got nothing to do with what I just said. That has nothing to do with what I just said. What's that got to do with, what does that have to do with Mother Nature coming in and cleaning all that shit up out of there? Yeah, wait till they finish building and then come in and wipe it all out. I think they're finally getting the memo. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, Ledeye says, a couple weeks ago, I seen a green lightning storm. No noise, just flashes. Looked like a battle. And I live close to the military bases. Heavy military here in Virginia. Okay. Now, here's another subject. Damn, I can't even talk about this. This sucks. Never mind. I forgot. I had a conversation. Can't talk about this subject. I had a conversation with Oludumare about something, and I was about to drop some science on y'all about something, but that just hit me. Yeah, you're not allowed to talk about that, so I can't do it. Damn. All I can tell you is there's a lot of life on this planet. That's all I can say. There's a lot of life on this planet. There's a lot of life. There's a lot of life on this base station. You have no idea. A lot of life in places you never even heard of before. Thailand is removing temples too. Well, there's some judgment coming down over there in some of those areas. Indonesia is definitely under judgment. Bali has been coming under correction. A couple of those places over there are falling under correction, and some are falling under judgment. Okay? So you got correction, and then you have judgment. So they're correcting a few things, and correction isn't pretty when they bring correction. Some things got to be torn down. Some energy's got to be removed out of the way. It ain't pretty when correction comes. You go look at those 4 states that I told you about, that's correction. All those people's houses floating away, that's correction. China had a lot of buildings burned. That's correction. And the dragons over there are bringing correction into China. When all them dragons woke up over there at the beginning of the year, they're bringing correction to China right now, even as we speak. It's most definitely a lot of judgment. It's going crazy in spiritual court. Yes, it is going crazy in spiritual court. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There's a lot of judgment. Some people are having dreams about judgment coming for them. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to give you a warning. If you're having dreams that judgment is coming for you, that is your warning for you to cease whatever it is that you know you're doing that you should not be doing. That was your warning. Okay? That was your warning. And I'm going to let y'all know right now, the judgment is coming down on a lot of people right now in real time. They're sweeping through not only the conscious community, but they're sweeping through, the judgment is sweeping through everywhere, from politicians to musicians, entertainers, people who play sports, different type of companies, big companies, tech companies, CEOs, billionaires, all types of stuff's going on right now. Okay? So if you, I'm just telling you all this, if you are having a dream that you're about to end up in cosmic court, you better fall all the way back, all the way back, because that's permanent. And wherever you're sent after you die, and in some cases, for some people, they get pulled out of their body on the spot. Y'all need to be very careful right now. This is a precarious time for everybody right now. It's positive, and in a sense that there's a lot of good things that are happening, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that have to be cleaned up. There's a lot of people that aren't serving a good purpose. They're not bringing nothing to the table to assist the collective. There are people that are takers and users and liars and thieves. Some of them are murderers. Some of them are worse than that. They're not bringing anything to the table that is best for the collective. So I'm telling y'all, you guys are going to see a whole lot of just stuff not making any sense with people. Here's an example of what I mean by that. And I'm just using this as an example. Have you guys saw Nicki Minaj and the stuff that she's doing right now? Showing it out that spiritual court ain't what you want. Seems the reason why a lot of company billionaires are passing. That is correct. That is correct. Thank you, baby. I work in retail, and baby, the people I see. Yeah, Nikki's definitely going through it right now. It's not that she's an idiot. You got to see past it. You got to go deeper than the surface, baby. You're not going deep enough. Is that really Nikki? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Is that really Nikki? Is that really Kai Cenat that you're seeing? Hi, Katie Decree. That's my point at Miss Spearman, AEA. That's my whole point. That's not her. So who is she? Who is that? That girl lost 10 million followers on Instagram overnight. Would the real Nicki Minaj do that? Would the real Nicki Minaj jeopardize her music career and all that she's worked for? He's not Diddy. I looked into that situation. He's not Diddy. There are certain things that I'm going to start talking about on my Patreon that I won't be talking about here on Instagram anymore. But I will talk about it on my Patreon. I will talk about it there. Because it's time for me to go over to a different location to drop some of the stuff that I really want to say. But I won't be saying it on the Instagram anymore. Okay? Y'all going to have to go to the Patreon to get access to the Patreon. Now, I think they switched her out shortly before she married her husband. These people have been tricked into worshiping these deities. It ain't no different than anybody else worshiping the white man called Jesus. How about our people being tricked to worship that white man by the name of Jesus? How about that? That's the biggest trick. That's the biggest Jedi mind trick I've ever seen it. All right, babies. I got to go. My time is up. I'll speak to you soon. Peace.